The Expanded Universe by Ernest L. Norman from the Lessons of Tempus Invictus. The universe is something which cannot be defined or confined in terms of third-dimensional equations or with the physical or finite eye of the individual. Man brings down into his consciousness only one small facet. In general terms, the universe can be said to be space within space, like the layers of an onion, and that it is simultaneously expanding and contracting in all directions. Man has long been trying to probe the depths of this universe with his telescope and other so-called scientific instruments. He thinks that he has arrived at some reasonable equation. This is as foolish as trying to count the drops of water in the ocean. As the years progress, man will learn that the measure of energy or mass in the third dimension is very different from the same energy and mass expressed in the fourth dimension. A rubber ball to a child who plays with it and sees it as a solid form is not the same ball that the child will see when he passes to the fourth dimension. There he would see the same ball as just a conglomerate mass of waveforms. So man's understanding of future physics and astrophysics will have to be taken out of the realm of the seemingly solid third dimension and placed where it belongs in the fourth dimension, where mass and energy are one and the same, and the law of harmonic relationship will supersede time. Another of the commonly misunderstood concepts is gravity. Until quite recently, Newton's theory was accepted as law. In the light of present-day knowledge, there has been a gradual change to a better understanding of this mysterious force, and can be described as something like this. Atomic structures within the surface of the Earth moving in their own field of molecular relationship generate outwardly statically charged masses of energy which cause any loose or floating particles, including air molecules of various kinds, to be attracted to the surface. The surface atoms and molecules in turn are attracted even more strongly to the deeper atomic structures, the rate of attraction increasing according to its square root baseline, which is its original outgoing waveform. In a general sense, the Earth can be said to be attracting itself into itself. The magnetic fluxes from the Sun or from planets are not able to be measured by any known Earth instruments. In the future, man will learn this. What he calls radio signals coming from stars are harmonic frequencies of such magnetic fluxes. Man has a peculiarly warped, finite concept of space. The transference of energy from the Sun to other planets is not measured in thermal units. Neither does distance have any effect. The Sun and the planets are linked to each other through the law of harmonic relationship. In this respect, there is a perfect transference of energy from the Sun to any planet according to its needs, or the perfect balance which prevails in all nature and which is automatically reflected within the planet itself in terms of a positive or negative equation. This being part of the superimposed intelligence which is in the magnetic fluxes themselves. We can liken this to the mother hen with a number of chicks, and as she scratches around in the earth, she will see that each chick gets its share of whatever she uncovers in spite of the natural greediness of the chicks. As all solar energy is a direct reflection from an inward plane or a fourth dimension, and, as it is by this same token, intelligent in nature, this intelligence is expressed in the laws of harmonic relationships to the planets, just as the mother hen and chicks. The Earth scientists must discard the concept of distance or time. Distance means nothing in a void of space which exists between planets where there are no conflicting elements contained in this distance, which would give rise to resistance in the transmission of energy in the supermagnetic spectrum. Only the lower rates of vibration, such as sound or heat, need a secondary transmitting element. Time also does not exist in the general accepted relationship of time as it is known on Earth. These supermagnetic fluxes or waveforms of energy are not of a third dimensional character but reside or belong in a spectrum which is closely related to the fourth dimension. We can liken our planetary system to the modern concept of the atom. The atom, in spite of its seemingly minute size, is actually in proportion and is expanded as our solar system. Yet these waveforms, whether they are the atom or even the so-called electrons, are so minute that one atom or electron is separated from another by distances just as comparatively vast as those planets found in our solar system, or in some cases of certain elements, even as vast as our universe. Now, if we begin to obtain a comparative value or equation in our mind as to what spaces we can therefore easily visualize in the infinity of all this, that all planets of this or any other solar system will receive sufficient energies from an emanating source which can be called the Sun. According to its own needs, the infinite's immutable law of harmonic relationship gives each planet its proper balance.